My mother was a wonderful help. Dad made a lot of mistakes. It's like selling baking soda, I think it was, or crema tartar instead of icing sugar to one lady who was quite irate about it and said she wouldn't buy anything more from him, but of course being the only store she had to.
Yeah.
But he made a lot of mistakes. But he also did very well, really, provided for us very well. And the farmers from our Thornlands and Pinklands and Victoria Point used to come in on certain days, twice a week. I'm not sure whether it was Monday and Friday or Tuesday and Thursday. And they'd come down, there was a goods train at 2:30, and they'd leave their order with my dad and go off to the station, unload their goods and come back and pick their groceries up. I think Dad did quite all right as a store. He became very astute in buying. And I can remember during the Depression he had bags of sugar and tins. In those days kerosene came in tins, and there were 2 tins in a kerosene case. Those kerosene cases, by the way, furnished many people's homes. They'd put them together for drawers and cover them with cretonne and make them quite attractive to look at. Padded seats, and they were used like butter boxes were used. Good timber in them, good pine. We had people coming around hungry and wanting work, asking was there any work. Well, my father never had work for them because he didn't have any work for them to do, but he used to send them over to the house to my mother and she'd give them a meal. I can remember them sitting on the veranda and having a meal, and she was always very open-handed with things, and kind-hearted. Many people called in. Some of them were men in high positions who were solicitors, and those sort of people were just on the starvation line. It was a terribly sad time. But we, as a family, I don't think we suffered at all. Instead of being a flourishing business, it got to be, just very, mostly if you run out of something, a corner store. And then as my father was getting older and he felt that he couldn't cope any longer, but he didn't sell it as a going concern, he just closed it.